أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم وما جعله الله إلا بشرى لكم ولتطمئن قلوبكم به وما النصر إلا من عند الله العزيز الحكيم. Dear friends, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. I recited Surah Imran, ayat number 126. In this ayat, Allah tells us about the satisfaction and happiness that have been blessed to the Muslims at the time of Badr. So we read this ayat, inshallah we understand more better. So Allah said, A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim. Wama ja'alahullahu. Wama and not made. Ja'alahullahu not made it by Allah. Illa but. Bushra, the happy news, lakum for you. Walitatma'inna, and to satisfy qulubukum, your hearts, bihi, with it. Waman nasru, and there is no help or victory, illa but min indillah, but from Allah, Aziz al-Hakim, who is Almighty, the All-Wise. We read one time more. A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim. وَمَا جَعَلَهُ اللَّهُ إِلَّا بُشْرَى لَكُمْ وَلِتَطْمَئِنَّ قُلُوبُكُمْ بِهِ وَمَا النَّصْرُ إِلَّا مِنْ عِنْدِ اللَّهِ الْعَزِيزِ الْحَكِيمِ. And Allah made it a happy news for you in order to satisfy your hearts with it. All victory and help comes from Allah, the Almighty, the All-Wise. So you can see this ayat is blessed for the Muslims because it encourages them and also satisfies them with the happy news of special help of Allah in the form of angels. So this happy news made the heart of the Muslims satisfied completely and fully, and produced in them too much strength to fight against the enemy. And this made the fear of the war away from the Muslims, and they were thinking that we are less and the kuffar they are more, so that has gone away. And also they were also thinking that we have less weapons but the kuffar they have more weapons. So this idea also went away when the special help of Allah came to the Muslims. So the special help of Allah is the blessings for the Muslims. So when it comes, it takes the all fears away from Muslim to make them satisfy with the contentment of their heart, and also it produces and provides them the door of victory. So because Allah is Almighty, All-Wise, so Allah finds the ways how the Muslims they should be helped and they should overcome over the enemies. So Allah's special help you can see in the battle of Badr. So it was, if you category, it was in 4 categories. The first of all, there was a heavy wind. So the wind, the direction of the wind, that was towards the kuffar. So the army of the kuffar, the soldiers of the kuffar, so where they were, the direction of the heavy wind was towards them. So this way, all the particles of the sand, they flew away towards them, and that was very dirty situation, and the environment for them, the living environment, that becomes very bad for them. So this was the first help of for the Muslims, that Allah has driven away the heavy wind, so whose direction was towards the kuffar, and that has taken away all the sandy particles towards them, so to make their situation, environment, atmosphere is dirty and not good for their stay. So this was the first help for the Muslim. Then the second help that came in the battle of Badr, that was raining. So the heavy rain, so that was very important for the Muslims also, because the army of the Muslims, they were at the place that was sandy place. So when the raining started, the sand settles down and the place was easy to move, and Muslim, they also gathered so much water also. So they got so much water from there also, from the rain also. But the place where the kuffar, their army was staying, so that place was on the plain land. So when it was heavy rain, so it becomes like something very difficult to move, because of the situation was muddy, and it was very difficult for them to move also. So this was the second help of Allah for the Muslims. Because of that, the kuffar, they were in trouble. The third help came to the Muslims in the form of angels. Those have been sent down to the Muslims also. And the Holy Prophet ﷺ, he himself said that hadith is in Bukhari, revealed by Abdullah bin Abbas radiallahu ta'ala anhu, that Prophet ﷺ said that the Jibreel alayhi salam, he came with his horse also and with his weapons in joining the battle of Badr. Similarly, the fourth help that came to the Muslims in the battle of Badr, that was the situation in which the kuffar, when they were looking to the Muslims' army, they were thinking that they are double of us. So the Muslims, they were look like double to the kuffar. So this way they were fearful from the Muslims, and they were thinking, now we will be defeated completely and fully. So this was the situation that was in the time of Badr, and 1,000 angels were also busy with help there also, and even 8,000 angels, they were also ready to come. So the Badr is very important battle in which Holy Prophet ﷺ, he put the sand in his fist and throw away to the enemy. And Allah mentioned this one in Holy Quran, وَمَا رَمَيْتَ إِذْ رَمَيْتَ وَلَكِنَّ اللَّهَ رَمَى. So the fist that was handful of the sand, so you have thrown away towards the enemy, so that you have not thrown away, but Allah said, I threw away that one to the enemy also. So this was the special help also from Allah. So due to that, the enemy, they were scattered, and they were unable to settle and to make the fighting properly. So they have been disturbed completely with that. So the main thing that the lesson we got from this ayat, that actually when the Muslims, they have the patience and taqwa and have full dependent upon Allah, then the help of Allah comes to them. But when the Muslims, they are disobedient to Allah and Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, they can't get help of Allah. So this way, here we also got that the situation, the present situation, even the weapons and all those things, whatever we have, those are not having the guarantee of the success or victory. Victory or success is because of the special help of Allah. Because Allah makes a person or an army to be victorious. So Allah gave help. So Allah's help is the blessings for us, for the Muslims. So because of that, the Muslims can get to go through the battlefield, to fight with the enemy, to defeat them, and to get the victory also. So this is a special help. When Allah's help comes, then everything becomes fine. So now we must have patience and also have taqwa, and then we must depend on Allah's help completely and fully. Inshallah, help will come from Allah in our this life and the life hereafter, and inshallah we will get special mercies and blessings of Allah. Allah gave us tawfiq. Ameen.